Bruh, I'm not even 6 songs into the CD yet, and I am flabbergasted.
9-6 and forever. Rock.
And to the Beehive fans, if you are really into Beyonce and what's going on, 444 is for you. If you want insight into what's going on or what had went on in their relationship, Jay-Z is like really vulnerable in that song. He's talking about all types of stuff, from the miscarriages that they had, him being out in the street.
I'm feeling it, feel the passion.
Earlier songs, I think it was Smile or OJ. Yeah, I think it was OJ. He almost lost the baddest girl in the world, being Eric Benet. One piece of advice: don't be Eric Benet. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm only halfway through, and I'm really liking it.
I keep it real in most. I know you feeling it, 'cause that's a nice.
Yeah, it has a lot of loops and samples in his album so far. A lot of songs that he sampled from are probably from the 70s. That's what it sounds like. Because once you think about it, Jay-Z, I think that he was born in like the late 60s, meaning that he grew up in the early 70s, or he grew up in the 70s. So that type of music to a certain extent resonates with him, just like with us 80s babies, that a lot of things from the 80s and 90s resonate with us because we kind of grew up, our family and our parents listening to that type of music. You know, he's like bearing a lot of OG type stuff, you know, original gangster type stuff, because he's going back into his past. In Kill Jay-Z, he talked about how he was growing up and how he needs to pretty much break down his barriers and his walls to be a little bit better as a family man, as a better person, and that he's growing up pretty much. He's laying out a lot of deep stuff, a lot of deep poetic stuff in this album, and I mean, I'm really appreciating the artistry in it so far.
Following my life, you gotta love it.
And Family Feud here, Becky.
If y'all brothers ain't talking my large money, come on.
Now, Family Feud was my zhuzh, as Tamar Braxton would say, because I grew up on the Clark Sisters, and he has a loop in there with the Clark Sisters. If you don't know what that is, I'm gonna sing a little bit for you. Higher means life. Dum 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 dum. Higher, 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 higher. Okay. So anyway, I grew up on that because my mother grew us up on the Clark Sisters. Yeah, Jay-Z is looping that in Family Feud. When it comes to that one song, Legacy, it's more poetic, it's more soft, it's more or less like I'm talking to my neighbor, and you know, we right in front of a table, interacting with each other. It's like, let me spit some knowledge to you type of tone, I guess. That's how I interpret it.
If you feel it,
If you are a Jay-Z fan, you will also know that back in his Blueprint days, he talked about, he referred to himself as Jigga. One song that resonated with me when I was in school was Jigga, what's my name? Jigga, and who I'm rolling with, her, my, us. Yeah, I think that Jigga song had came out around when Rough Riders was out with DMX and Eve and all them. I could sum up the album as like lyrical storytelling. It's like true hip-hop. So thank you for tuning in to my reaction. I'm a big Beyonce fan, so you know, this is like, it's really cool to see what's on their minds, because they are a married couple with children, and now after the birth of the twins, you know, we'll see what Beyonce comes out with her next album. But I mean, I'm a Jay-Z fan as well, but I'm more of a Beyonce fan, and I really appreciated this album just for the lyricism and just straightforwardness of it. Thank you for watching Live in Violet, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.